The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This game is the reason to buy Switch, but I never tried to play it before, as well as any other Switch games. So let me try to survive for 100 days in Zelda. I wake up from a coma after overdosing. And what is the usual first thing you do after you wake up? Of course you reach for your phone. Ancient iPhone model, chic as late. I find my pants and jacket. Gate opens and I see bright lights. This gives me a vibe of playing whole day and then going outside and facing bright shining light. Soft grass and feeling of freedom. Then I meet a homeless Santa Claus. Same as other homeless people, he's just telling me some legends. Don't really care much about that, let's continue our journey. I face the monster and trying to beat him with a stick that I found before. Few hits and my stick is broken. I grab second stick from my inventory and finish him. Let's check our Google Maps. Seems like I have a weak signal. GPS doesn't work, so I don't see anything on map. A group of big-headed creatures equipped with wooden clubs camping nearby. I start the fight. My weapon breaks. And again. Tree branch is so weak. Now I can use the club. Yes, indeed, it's much stronger. Thank you for cooking the steak, guys. There is one archer. We're gonna need that bow. Club served a bit longer than the branch, but still too fragile. I don't have melee weapons left, so we have to use the bow now. One shot is not enough to kill. One more hit and we got him. I see one more docking station. Let's charge our phone. What's that? Is it a trap? Ground is shaking, I cannot stand. Suddenly tower is raising to the sky. Not just one tower, seems like it's all over the world. Antenna unfolds, powered by blue glow. I find myself on the top of the tower. Blue runes gather into a small drop and transmit to my device. Red light at the terminal immediately changed to blue. My Google map is updated. Thank you, ancient GPS tower. I hear a voice from nowhere. Seems like the rehab didn't help. We spot a monster flying around the castle, far away from us. I descend the tower. What the... Why is he chasing me? It's not Christmas yet. The guy lost his deers. Now he has to use some piece of cloth. Paraglider? Yes, I need. He wants a treasure for it. So greedy. I defeat another group of monsters on the way and get a chest as a reward. It's a sword, thank God. A decent weapon, finally. Got to the shrine, let's activate it. Magnesis Trial. And I was given a Magnesis rune. Now I can use it to move metal objects. I move the metal plate. There's one metal brick in the wall. I use it to make my path. There's a mechanical spider. Can use this metal box to kill him. I completed first shrine, and they give me the orb as a reward. Okay, you again? Where is my paraglider? I have your treasure. I get back to the tower and spot other shrines. One is very close to me. The other two are quite high in the mountains. How the hell would I get there? Mechanical tower activates when I come close. It's focusing a laser light on me. Need to hide. Here is the next shrine. Bomb Trail. We get a bomb rune. That's right, a remote bomb. I blow the walls to clean my path. I use a trampoline to get to the chest and clean my way to the second orb. Group of skeletons appear when I go outside. Not a difficult enemy. First day is coming to an end. I stumble upon the cabin in the woods. Woodcutter's axe, weaker than the sword. Let's take it. It seems to be a house of our beloved Santa. He's sleeping inside, not a homeless after all. There's a torch near the entrance, can be useful for us. I reach the cliff, no way to get to the other side. Since I have an axe, let's use it to cut the tree. It falls just the way we need, can pass now. Shrine is right at the top of the mountain. I can use outcrops to climb up. It gives us a time to recover stamina and climb further. This is a Stasis Trail Shrine. We are given a new rune to stop the time. I freeze the gear at the right time to go through. There's a stone sphere rolling down the gutter. I climb up and stop it before it can hit me. Chest on the top contains a shield. I find an iron sledgehammer. After using the stasis, we can hit an object. It will allow us to move it in the pointed direction. Okay, it's done now. I head up to the next shrine. I am getting off the cliff and start to get damage. Indicator on the right near the map is showing that I'm getting cold. It's only one heart left, so I use some apples from my inventory. I am killing the group of monsters to lit my torch. It may help me not to freeze to death again. That's right, I don't feel any cold now. I lit the campfire. This wood can be used to create a new campfire on my way. White slime just out of nowhere. If I drop the torch, I will start to lose my health points, so I decide to lit the campfire first and then give it a fight. Shouldn't stay too close again, he explodes and freezes me. 2 more slimes appear. Let's try another fighting strategy. I throw the remote bomb and it one-shots them both at once. Much more effective than my current weapons. I make some fire using fire arrows. Now I can use the magnesis to fix the breach. Looks good, I can lit my torch again and cross the river. Remote bomb is so satisfying. Our last 4th shrine is here. Let's complete it and get our paraglider. A new rune, Cryonis. We can make a pillar of ice from a water surface. You can even lift the gate with this ability. Shrine is completed, so what now? We meet the granddad again at the shrine entrance. He tells us to find the place in the center between all 4 shrines. I get to that place on the 3rd day. It's at the church near starting location. We are allowed to exchange 4 orbs for one of the buffs. I am choosing stamina over heart. Now I need to climb to the roof to meet the guy. Oh, he decides to reveal himself. It's the spirit of a king, ex-leader of Hyrule. Princess and several knights were fighting Ganon but failed. The princess was the king's daughter. And one of the knights is me, Link. They failed to beat the Ganon, but princess still survived. Now we need to find a way how we can help her. Finally I got the paraglider, so we can move to the next area. I teleport to the tower, jump down and activate the paraglider. This is where extra stamina really becomes handy. I discover another shrine, 5th. It's called The Wind Guides You. No extra power given to us here, but I can paraglide using the force of the wind. Don't even have to use any abilities. I glide to the chest and then find my way to the monk to get another spirit orb. It's very easy. Continuing my journey, I spot another tower in the distance. Had to kill some monsters on the way, but nothing special. Let's try to cross the river to reach the tower. The stream is powerful, it costs me a lot of stamina to get there. I climb the tower and activate it. My map gets an update. I also get a Sheikah sensor to search for shrines. One more shrine on the way. Timing is critical, yeah, that's true, I agree. Here we need to push the buttons to roll the ball down and activate the moving platform. One last step, I can already see the exit. For this one we need to release the button in time. This is why it's called timing is critical. Another shrine complete. Day 4. Shrine is surrounded by spikes. I use my paraglider to enter unharmed. The water guides. Let's prepare Cryonis room. We need to help the sphere get to the target. Can place some ice walls to edit the path. Can put maximum 3. Just enough for us. That's all. Gates opened and I got my orb. I go to the stables right in front of the shrine. Cool, I can get a horse now. Just need to find it and bring it to the stables. I search in the fields and spot a group of horses hanging around. I like the blue one. Trying to crawl, maybe he cannot notice me. Horses got scared and ran away. I think it's all because of slimes. They appeared so sudden. I am trying to chase, constantly running out of stamina and stopping for a break. Finally, our boy calmed down and I try to get closer. Yes, I could mount him, but he fights back. And I fall out of the saddle. Need to continue my chase again. One more try to tame the big boy. He's trying to drop me out again. I pet him and he calms down. Yes, we finally tamed our blue boy. I get back to the stables to register my horse. He has 3 stars in speed and stamina, but only 1 star in strength. I need 20 rupees, but I don't have any. There is a trading NPC. Let me try to sell him some monster parts. I could sell him much more than I expect. We are good to go now. I will call him Bob, and he is officially my horse. We can whistle to call Bob. As I ride to my new destination, I spot a metal construction on the mountain edge. One brick seems to be missing. Let me fix it. Korok appears and gives me a seed. I enter Kakariko village and follow to my destination point. People recognize me everywhere. Even this girl knows me. We meet an old lady Impa, who also knows me, but I cannot remember anything about her due to my memory loss. She tells us a story. 4 divine beasts were constructed by ancient civilization to fight Ganon, a prime evil that comes back from time to time and has to be sealed by a princess with royal blood and a warrior wielding the soul of a hero. Now my main mission is to claim back 4 divine beasts, which were captured by Ganon. But first I need to find the research lab to fix my Sheikah slate. Next shrine is located near the village. Let's complete it to get the fast travel point and an orb. It is a combat training shrine. We are shown how to use side hop. Need to dodge the attack in the right timing? Timing is critical. And activate the flurry rush. Next move is the backflip. We also dodge the attack and use flurry rush. Perfect guard. Use a shield to knock the enemy back. No flurry rush here, but I was expecting. Charged attacks. Prepare and unleash a powerful attack. We got some nice swords and a shield in the shrine. Let's get our orb and go out. I have enough orbs to make new upgrade. This time I want to get an extra health point. On the next day I'm riding to another village to find the research lab. What's that? A big broccoli? Someone stole his maracas, I need to recover it for him. I kill a few beasts and get the treasure chest with his maracas. Hetsu got his toy back. Now we also need a seed, but I just got it before from a tiny leaf creature. I can get an upgrade for that leaf. Let's get an extra weapon stash. Hetsu starts to dance, so talented. Even has a built-in confetti popper. Got our stash slot. Let's come back if we can find more seeds. I meet a stranger on the way. He is from Yiga clan, and they're searching for me. He starts the fight. Let me use my new glowing sword, which I just got from the shrine trial. Just a series of blow and victory. I passed the graveyard of ancient machines that Lady Impa just told us about. Heading to the tower to get the new location map. Another type of monster looks scary. No, not Bob! Just few hits and he's out. I was expecting a better fight. I climbed the tower. This one is more challenging than those that I've faced before. Have to pass the spikes. Cannot climb up directly. The village that I'm searching for is right there. I'm sorry Bob, but I will paraglide. Can save a bunch of time. My stamina is just enough to reach the ground. I'm really glad I picked some extra points. Next shrine, I need 4 more orbs to get an upgrade again. Oh, that's a lot of nostalgia here. Do you remember that game? How is it called? I also had it on my first Android phone back in 2010, using gyroscope to play. That's not as easy as it looks. No, that's too bad. One more try. This looks like a good try. No way, it went left. Finally, I've done it. Give me my orb. Found the tech lab. Had to climb up the hill. Seems like some functions are missing in my Sheikah slate. I need to find a way to bring blue flame to make the station work. I can see it from the hill. Let me use paraglider to get there. I lit my torch. There seems to be a shortcut. I just need to freeze the river with my Cryonis rune to make a bridge. I lit my torch again and head right to the lab to pass the blue flame. What? I have got a phone camera? What is the use of such rune in the game? We also got an access to the old photo album. Now Direct is forcing me to take picture of her, otherwise I cannot complete this quest. Have to go back to Lady Impa to receive more information. It's day 6 already. Luckily, I have a quick travel to Kakariko village. I come to talk to Lady Impa again. This camera was used by Zelda 100 years ago. We can recover our memories if we visit all the places on the pictures. But currently I am more interested in divine beasts. Where can we find them? There are 4 races scattered across the world. Each of them is keeping one divine beast. I get back to the lab and upgrade my Sheikah sensor and remote bomb. Had to use some machine parts for it. I relocate to the village again and head to the north. I come across the huge plant. Someone is talking from the inside. It stretches a hand and asks for 100 rupees to regain its powers. This sounds like a scam to me, but whatever, let's try. Giant woman pops out of the plant. So we can come here to enhance my clothing, when I have some decent clothes, I guess. I find another puzzle with a Korok seed. On my way to the Divine Beast, I check the shrine called 5 Flames. Need to lead all the pillars using remote bomb to rotate the cube. Water makes it a bit complicated. It is located not only under the cube, it is also coming from one of the cube edges. It will extinguish the fire if I point it at pillars. Trying to figure out correct combination. This takes a bit longer than I expected. Need to be very careful to turn on correct switch. If I do the wrong one, I have to start over again. There are totally 5 pillars to lead. All of them have to be on fire. A little bit more effort, one last left, and finally it's done. I can get my orb. It is morning of day 7 when I finish the shrine. I am still on my way to see Divine Beast, paragliding across the river. I activate the tower and get an updated map of the region. Fish-looking humanoid is standing on the top. I need to talk to his prince. But first, let's go check the shrine. I glide down to the shrine and enter. A minor test of strength. Robo Spider is our enemy here. It is a chance to make some damage while he is stunned. One more time and half of the health is gone. Robot is spamming laser, circling around, cannot come close to him. So I just use a remote bomb and shoot. I came too close and got hit by a laser. Still alive though. He's using new ability, Red Laser. Thank God there are still some pillars left to hide. I need to be out of his line of sight. Explosion is so powerful. Even I hide, I still receive some damage and was thrown away. No place to hide anymore. I'm going all in towards the spider, avoiding incoming laser lights. He starts to charge Red Laser, but damage is so low. Just several hundred milliseconds before the strike was released, but I could do it in time. Bow and a usual spirit orb is our price. I glide towards the bridge and meet the fish prince Sidon. He was looking for me too. Constant rain and massive flood. All of it was caused by divine beast Van Ruta. We need to help him to beat the beast. There are plenty of lizards and stone-spitting bubble creatures on the way as I go to the city. I climb the hill and see a well with a metal ball on chain, using magnesium to put it inside. And I got another Korok seed. I need to get to another side of the river, but don't think that swimming is a good idea, so I find a good spot and use my paraglider to reach the shore. A lizard with electrified arrows. I decided to hide from his line of sight to force the melee fight and finish my enemy. I pass the bridge when suddenly Sidon calls for me. There is a monster behind. I give it a fight. A lot of health, but too dumb. What the... Which part of Harry Potter is that? This flying mage is using electric wand, invisibility, and summoning electric bats. I just have to trace his steps and be ready to attack when he appears again. Finally, I am in the Fish People City. There is one more shrine, let's complete it before we proceed with the quest. What a nice sword! Let's use it. Here Cryonis rune helps me to hide from laser. While dodging the spheres, I climb up and see a ball that is used to open the gate. Stasis and few hits to give it the right direction and the gate is unlocked. Shrine was so easy. So here he is, the Fish King. Damn, this guy is so huge. The king asks for my help to defeat the beast. And I was given the Zora armor for the fight. His toxic stingray servant tries to convince the king not to trust me, but all the concerns vanish when I get a flashback of hanging out with Mifa, the daughter of the king.
This reminds me of the time
And it's obvious for everyone that we were friends, or maybe something more. And she made this armor specifically for me. I get back to the village and get a new helmet and pants. They also sell a chest with frost resistance. Let's get it too, can be very useful. Now we have to find shock arrows to fight the divine beast. I can accelerate up the waterfall when the armor is on me, so I use it to get to the top of the mountain. Found some arrows already, let's search for more, I need at least 20. Looks like it's very cold on the top, so I use my frost resistant chest. Luckily I already have it. We face a boss. Maybe he has more arrows, can I kill him? I have an electricity resistance potion. No way, even I hide, he still could get me with his shock arrows. Just kill me with a one shot. Let's just collect arrows and kill him later on. I start to collect arrows. Mostly they're sticking out of the trees. Got a bit more than 20 arrows and I think we're ready to go. I come to the edge of the mountain and jump. There's a great view on the beast. It is a huge mechanical elephant. Using paraglider to reach the piers with Prince Sidon waiting for me. Okay, let's do it. I'm ready. I climb Sidon's back and we rush to the beast. Quite fast. Fight with mechanical elephant starts with dodging ice blocks. Luckily our cryonis room lets us not only create ice pillars, but also deconstruct them. We could avoid all ice cubes. And now Sidon rides us closer to the beast. We use the waterfall for a jump and shoot the red lamp with shock arrow. When I hit the target, color is changed to green. Same way we start from ice cube phase all over again and shoot our target. The next phase adds ice mines, but you can also deconstruct them. Another way is to raise the ice pillars on its way, predicting the path. When mines hit the ice, they explode. We shoot the target again. One more phase with mines and I successfully pass it. I accelerate up the waterfall, jump, but I don't see the target. Where is it? Okay, I switch to paraglider and go to another side of mechanical beast. Yes, here it is. Last shot and it's over. It was not so hard. Why did I even have to collect 20 arrows? But it's not over yet. I was celebrating too early. Prince Sidon leaves us alone and we enter the beast to face the next challenge. Ground is scorched with dark plague. I just have to hit an eye to get rid of it. Now we're going to find a way how to get the map and enable all terminals. I lift up the gate with cryonis and map is ours. We rotate a lever using Magnesius rune and another terminal appears from under the water. Just 4 to go. I climb to the next floor. We have 2 wheels. One of them is driven by a water flow. I freeze the water source and the wheel stops, revealing a terminal. Just have to activate it. To rotate the next wheel and access the cage, I control the elephant trunk to blow water on it. Now, I use the stasis to keep the ball in the right place to get in. Can also do the same approach to open the treasure chest. I get a treasure from a hidden chest. Using second wheel to climb to the next floor. Now the waterfall is activated, so I can use it for a shortcut. I lower the elephant trunk to reach the next terminal. I've got the chest, but it seems I cannot climb the trunk, so let's find another way. I used my shortcut and found a chest with a weapon. I command the trunk to go all the way down and use a paraglider. When I reach the trunk, I command it to go up and carefully climb to the other side while it's going up. That's all, terminal is active, one more to go. I see one more hidden chest and paraglide to loot it. The last terminal is surrounded by fire. So all we have to do is open the roof using our Magnesis rune and the lever, and use the trunk to extinguish the fire. Just need to find correct positioning. No more terminals left. We're going to control room. I place my Sheikah slate and something starts to happen. It's Waterblight Ganon, summoned to protect the Divine Beast. Okay, let's give it a fight. During the first phase you have to dodge the trident and try to shoot him in the eye. When you hit the eye, boss loses consciousness and you have a lot of time to go to melee and do a lot of damage. Half of the health is gone and we're switching to the next phase. Now the battlefield is covered with water and several pillars to stand on. I keep shooting and trying to dodge the throw. Melee attacks on this phase are very hard to implement, so I just fall down from the pillar when I try to. When I fail, I have to use some heal. Boss starts to aim laser on me. I hide in the water. After the laser is shot, I climb back and continue shooting at him. Just a little health left. Few more shots and boss is beaten. I get an extra health container. Very pleasant surprise. Spirit of Mipha, trapped inside the beast, came to greet me. She grants me new ability. Now if I receive lethal damage, I can be revived. The Divine Beast is ours. Now Mipha controls it to shoot a laser light on Hyrule Castle.
This is it.
I get back to the city and celebrate it together with fish people. Got a small reward trident. I hope it will last long. I got one more stamina upgrade. I got an ancient arrow. Can use it to kill a guardian. I relocate to the shrine, where I first met Prince Sidon, and walk into the north. New fairy, but with frost wand. One more wand in our collection. Now I see a huge volcano in the distance, so I guess it's where we are headed. I reach Foothill Stable on my way, and get my bob back. Go to the shrine on the hill right to the stables. Metal makes the path. The name gives us a hint how to solve the shrine. We've seen similar pattern before. Same as before, I use stasis to go up. One sphere to the right is made of metal, so I can use Magnesis to take it. The path is covered with a lot of stones, so I have to use my metal ball to clean my path. And that's all, shrine is complete. Metal made away. Terrain has changed. We meet fire slimes, so let's get prepared to the heat. I climb the hill, dodging the falling rocks. Another tower with one more fast travel destination. I spot the next Divine Beast from it. He is hanging right at the volcano. There is also one more Divine Beast that looks like an airplane. We can spot him on the left. Okay, I try to jump down and get a lot of damage from the heat. Hiding in the water, I cannot make it to the end like this. Trying to hide in the shade, it doesn't help. I even tried Frost one, but it's same. Rest of the day I just spent farming in the area. Found a lot of sunshrooms, which you can use to cook a potion against the heat. And met an ancient guardian to test my arrow. It's surprisingly effective, just one shot and kill. Blood moon is raising, which means more monsters to farm. That's more like a good news to us. I got back to the stables to try to cook some meals, but always ended up with cooking something for frost resistance instead. I decided to go and explore new regions. Maybe I can get some new parts for my potion. Another shrine, metal connections. It's quite easy and straightforward. I just have to place metal blocks on each other to reach the top and get a metal sheet. Orb is mine. This shrine can be used as a fast travel point to Riverside Stable. I relocate to the shrine where I've got my Crayon's rune before and paraglide through the canyon right to the next shrine. On the move. I have to take and bring the ball through the conveyor, moving in reverse, avoiding all the obstacles. Nothing too complicated. I reach the end of conveyor, open the gates and get my spirit orb. Another Korok seed was found by placing a missing block back to where it belongs. I continue to climb in the canyon, while the day 12 comes to an end. I get a fire wand by killing a magician. Tower is in the middle of the swamp. I have to drop stone blocks to reach it. Map of the new deserted region is revealed, so I hit the road to see the next Divine Beast. I get down to the shrine on my way. It's called power of electricity. I just have to place a sphere to enable gate mechanism. One more sphere hanging on a rope. I have to shoot it with my arrow. Conveyor is running and place it a stone block, covering the gap. Now I can have the key and open the door to go to the next room. The last puzzle is to enable the gears by conducting electricity through water and metal cubes. This game can also teach you some physics. I continue to go further and stranding in the desert, fighting some lizards. Wow, here he is. It's the second divine beast. Looks huge. How am I gonna climb it? I found Kara Bazaar, and the rest of the day 13 I mostly spent walking. I get to the Sand Dunes capital city, but first let's complete the shrine as I always do. Another wiring puzzle. We have one metal barrel and a cube to start with. More items are locked in the cages. First I recover another barrel and use it to access the room with chest. Chest is also made of metal, so I can use it for wiring to get to the second cube. That is all we need. Now we just place everything the right way and shrine is complete. When I try to access the city, I am not allowed to enter. Even if I try to sneak in, climbing the wall, I still get caught. After talking to a stranger near the shrine, I know that only women are allowed to enter. And now I need to find someone who can help me to get through. And I head back to the bazaar. It's too hot now, so my first one becomes handy. I could find the right guy. He's using women's outfit as a disguise and asking me to pay 600 rupees to get the same. I guess I don't have any choice, so let's go for it. Now we are officially LGBT friendly. I go back to the city entrance and guards cannot spot me. They think I'm woman. How can they not notice anything suspicious? Armory is very poor, but there is a backdoor entrance. I am asked to tell a password, but I don't know it. I meet a jewelry shop owner and she asked me to give her 10 pieces of flint to open the store. I have only 8 pieces right now, so let's come back later when we have enough. I meet Gerudo Chief Riju, and the first thing she asked me to do is to recover stolen hairbloom. The hairbloom is kept in the hideout of Higa clan, so most of the day I just spent running. The next day when I get closer to my destination I face a bunch of enemies. Group of archers are doing tons of damage. I have to be careful to dodge the attacks. Or waste a bunch of heals to recover my health. I enter the round room, and there seems to be no further way. So I lit my torch and start to burn the banners. And here it is, a hidden way is revealed. I climb the stairs and see a prison cell. Prisoner warns me that I shouldn't make any noise. But I try to fight the guard. He calls for help and I have no chance to fight all of them alone. That's fine, I will do it in a stealth style. I am stabbing the guard from the back, and the second guard who is covering the entrance. There's a long ladder. I climb it and find more bananas and also a chest. The next room is filled with guards. I use bananas as a bait and crawl from the back to make a fatal blow. Few more guards to go and the room is cleared. I found a hidden room. There are 2 treasure chests filled with bunch of money. I've got back the amount that I spent on this crazy outfit. Day 16 and meet a weird guy. He introduces himself as the boss of Yiga clan and we start to fight. Few phases here. He has an energy wall protecting him from damage, so I can only shoot him when he is launching mine at me, and after receiving bunch of damage, boss raises up to the middle of the pit and starts to spin the mines around. If I shoot him at the right timing, mine drops right at his head, dealing significant damage. Dex mine is enormous, but I can use my Magnesis rune to push it back. He claims to be the only person who can control this mine, but apparently he failed and got self-toned. Chest appears and Thunderhelm is inside. I am taking it back to Riju. After Riju takes it on, I get another flashback of the local Gerudo champion and Zelda. We met on the Divine Beast in the past. And this artifact belonged to Verbosa. We hit the road together with Riju to fight Divine Beast. This is going to be fun. I can ride the Desert Seal. Just need to stay in the range close to Riju, because her hairbloom grants us protection. We get close to the Divine Beast, and now I have to shoot his feet with my bomb arrows. Need to hit the target 2 times. Back feet are an easy target, but now Riju is getting stuck on her way to the front feet. So I get out of protection range and take a burst of electric damage. Luckily it's not lethal. Last target left. I blow it up. And the beast drops on the ground. I have time to get in, let's hurry. As I get to the beast, first thing I do is recover the map. Now I can control the rotation of some parts inside the beast. I use the mechanism to climb up and connect the wiring. A mechanism enables. One of the parts keeps rotating. There's a tunnel with laser lights. I get some damage but reach the chest. Using this wheel to get to the top and power up the elevator by rotating handle. You have to enable it from two sides. I use the elevator to go up and activate my first terminal. The second terminal I could find by just rotating one section of the beast. I get back to the end of the beast and climb the upper level by enabling the mechanism. Rest of the day I'm clearing the level and trying to find out how to solve the puzzle. All I had to do is just find two power spheres. While searching for spheres, I found one more terminal to activate and place the spheres to unlock the gate. Just one more left. It's easy to access after making a hole in the wall and rotating the circle. Last step is to defeat the boss guarding the main controls. I equip my armor for fighting. Thunderblight Ganon. It took me several tries to beat the boss. You can die in multiple different ways. During the first phase, boss accelerates to make an attack. All I have to do is block it with a shield and attack back. After a few hits the shield is broken. And other times he sends electric charges. I just dodge it. After half of HP left, he's switching to the next phase. I use my potion for electric protection, just in case, still keeping it from the last fight. This time he drops the metal pillars charged with electricity. I have to dodge it carefully. We already know the way how to deal with it. If object is made of metal, just give it back to the owner, right? That's a lot of damage. He will not try this trick again. Now he switches back to the old way, but charges his weapon from time to time. If I fail to dodge it, my weapon is dropped. I've got lethal damage, but luckily we have Mytha Grace and survive. Now I just wait for the normal attack and then parry it and fight back. Same as the first phase. On the low health, Thunderblight Ganon starts to aim a laser for powerful attack. Same as the Waterblight Ganon, I just hide from it and finish my job. I get an extra heart container and new offensive power from the fallen champion. Can test it later on. Beast is aiming at Hyrule Castle. We have 2 beasts left to set free. On the next day I'm back in the Chamber of Riju and receive a not really valuable gift for my service. I teleport to the shrine in the stables and get Bob back. Heading to the north to explore a blank space in my map. There is a shrine in the middle of the river. The girl asked me to stay away from flowers, but I was not very cautious and step on them. She is very angry. I am forced to start over again. I nearly reached the shrine, but I didn't notice a bunch of flowers in the middle of the road. She is losing her temper. This girl went nuts. She charged me and knocked me down. Okay, I don't want to face her again. I will be more careful. And this time I could pass. Shrine is not difficult. I use rafts to follow the water flow. Loot a chest on the way using Cryonis rune. And just blow up the wall with my bomb rune to get to the target. I discover a Korok seed after dropping the rock from the pillar. Shrine tracker has led me to the wetland stables. Shields from water. So all I have to do is shield myself with Cryonis rune from the gods. Not much of a challenge here. The day comes to an end. Nothing interesting happened the rest of the day. I wander around and climb a mountain. There is one more Korok seat on the top. I decided to pay a visit to a fairy. Almost forgot about her and got my soldier set upgraded using some monster parts. I travel back to Gerudo for a quest. Give my flint to the shop owner and take a hit resistance accessory as a reward. Women in the tavern are speaking about a password, but they notice me and don't want to tell it. I crawl to the back and eavesdrop on their conversation. Now I have the password. Let's go check it out. Yes, it worked! Now I have an access to the heat-resistant gear and some luminous glowing outfit. Now I head back to face the divine beast that I skipped before because of missing heat resistance. I try to wear my accessory for protection, but it's not helpful. I check back the stables nearby and there was the vendor all the time. He has heat-resistant potions. Why I didn't see that before. I get 3 and start my way to the city. I use elixir and paraglide down, trying to reach Goron City as fast as possible, not stopping to fight with anyone. A sign to help us navigate to the city. Meteor shower. Damn, they are so huge. I have to avoid not to die. Ground starts to shake. We have a view on the mountain. And here he is. The next divine beast. It's a mechanical lizard. Just few more steps and I'm in Goron City. The armory has heat-resistant gear. Let me get a chest first. A new shrine is discovered. Swinging in flames. Using stasis on the button to get inside, I drop the metal ball in the chute and run to press the button that opens the gate on his way. Metal ball rotates the gear and the door is unlocked. Small key is mine. I open the door and use the stasis again to unlock the exit. And I get another orb. Chief of the city is the big guy named botw. And again I hear complaints about what happened 100 years ago. My new quest is to find Yunobo. I found his colleague, who shared that he is stuck in the vault. Cannons nearby can be loaded with remote bomb. Heat is too strong here, so I have to use elixir. So I start to clear my path, few more cannons to destroy enemies nearby, and we reach the rock where Yunobo is trapped. I shoot at the entrance of the rock, and now he's free. I climb up the rock and find one more Korok seed. As a reward I get more fireproof potions, and also get reminded about the champion. As I look at the statue, I get flashback. We also used to know each other. I start my way to the Divine Beast, and use a bogey on railroads, accelerating it by stasis. Shrine on my way is very simple. I jump up and reach the exit with no time. I have to rescue Yunobo again. My enemies are quite strong, so I have a chance to test my new ability. I charge my strike and unleash electric charge on them. This ability is too overpowered. Yunobo jumps into the cannon, and I shoot with him. He drops the bridge and we can go. Drones are scouting the area, and we decide to use a whistle when I need Yunobo to stop. I hide from drone sight. Sometimes you cannot pass and have to destroy them. Yunobo jumps into a cannon again, and I launch him to the Divine Beast. As he falls down, we continue to go further. Next drones I destroy using metal cube. I use metal sheet to cover ourselves. One more cannon. I repeat to shoot with Yunobo. More drones. They're quite close to the rock, so I can use my remote bomb, and the day is slowly coming to an end. On the day 23 I find the last cannon. When I shoot it, the Divine Beast is immobilized. I jump on the Divine Beast who stopped in the volcano. As soon as I go inside, the door is locked and I'm in total darkness. I could find metal doors to open them and activate first terminal. And then open the gate, lighting the pillar with blue light. Now I have the map of the beast. You can use it to rotate the body for 90 degrees. Finally light is back. Now it's much easier to navigate. I rotate the beast and climb up. Temperature is too hot outside, I don't have enough elixirs. So I decide to go back to the city and buy full protection set. I am back and climbing up again. On my way I spot one more terminal and paraglide to it. Another one is outside, on the lizard's spine. Luckily I can go around without taking any damage now. I lit the pillar and metal ball rolls down. I know what to do with it. Clear the way and the ball is in place. One more terminal is unlocked. It's day 24 already. I lit my arrow and shoot through the hole to unlock the door and use a metal cube to cover myself from the fire. And here's the last terminal. Now I activate the main control unit and face Fireblade Ganon. I start to shoot him with ice arrows on the first phase. Sometimes when I get a nice shot, boss is unconscious, and I have a good chance to deal a lot of damage in melee. On the next phase he starts to suck in everything around him, so I can just drop the bomb inside and knock him down. After that he tries to reach me, but I keep the distance and start to shoot him. So far it's the easiest Divine Beast. I used all of mine frost arrows and switched to the shock arrows. Just few hits left and he's done. I get one more health upgrade. And Daruk's protection. Divine Beast is ours. Just one more left to go. Quest is complete and I get powerful boulder breaker. On my way to the last Divine Beast, I complete another shrine, Sunken Skull. I use metal ball to put sphere in place. In the next room all the same, but I also have to activate mechanism by putting the ball on the button. And the shrine is done. Rest of the day I just farm and search the area. Next shrine on my way is surrounded by spikes, so I have to paraglide to it from a mountain. Speed of light. I fill the room with water, but button is also underwater, I have to remove it. I find the switch and activate it. Now the exit can be unlocked. The next shrine on my way is Golf Simulator. I need to use a stasis and hit the ball to the target. Few more steps and we'll have one more orb. This shrine is near Woodland Stable, and I meet Hetsu again. Since I have some Korok seeds, let's upgrade the weapon stash, and I keep exchanging my orbs into stamina points. Day comes to an end when I reach another tower. My map got extended and I see a forest nearby. Can also have a closer view on the next Divine Beast. I travel to the Lost Woods and use a torch to follow the wind. Finally I reach Korok Forest. There is a sword in the middle of it and regain a new memory of Zelda.
Who is that?
Talking tree warns me that I need to regain more power before I can pull it out. There's a shrine nearby, faithful stars. I have to count the number of constellations and put a ball in the right place, depending on their quantity. Totally there are 4 constellations to check. I place all 4 spheres and the gate unlocks. There is one more bonus set of constellations to unlock the chest. But the gift is not so valuable. Shrine is done, I go back to the sword and try to pull it, but I still don't have enough power. Chio gives me a task to face Korok trials, and I immediately accept it. In this trial, I just have to follow trees with stones inside. As I follow the path, I reach the rock with a shield on top. I feed this shield to the tree and get a chest, which I put into another tree in the middle of the lake. And hidden shrine appears. There are no challenges in this shrine, so I just get the orb. Next trial is given by Damia, and all I did is just rush to the monsters, following my shrine detector. Shrine is not hidden, so I can enter it normally. No challenges here as well, I just get my reward. For the last 3rd trial, I have to follow Oki. Need to be careful, if he spots me, trial is failed. I hide from time to time and save him from the wolf. It's day 28 when we reach the shrine. No challenges, just free orb. That's all Korok trials are complete. I keep upgrading my health. I ride through the storm to the next divine beast. And suddenly an accident happens. I got hit by lightning and could survive, but my horse Bob, he is dead, he doesn't wake up. I will not forget you, Bob. I hope there is some way to bring you back. I complete drawing parabola challenge on my way. Just using springboards to pass the ball and get my orb. The day comes to an end as I clean my way to the next destination. Hebra Tower is surrounded by ice. To reach it, I have to melt the ice with my torch. Regional map is extracted, and I can have very close view on the Divine Beast. Okay, Divine Beast can wait a bit, I also see the shrine. Directing the wind. A simple puzzle to use the wind force for placing the ball. I stand on the platform and wait for it to reach the target. As you get up, you can also loot the chest with ancient core. Snowfield stable is on my way. I go deeper into the snow to find more shrines, and I found one. Shift and lock. Roll the metal cube up and use stasis. Key is recovered and we can complete the shrine. Day 30, I hit the road to meet the next divine beast. And here he is, big mechanical bird. It's not a plane as I thought before. He is flying around the village. As I enter Rita village, first thing I do is climb the mountain to complete the shrine. Windmills. I rotate all the fans in correct order to activate all windmills, and no more challenges here. I continue to get extra health points. I meet Kaneli, the boss of the village. He mentioned new champion, Master Rivali, and tells me to find Teba. Teba points on the landing field and I have a flashback. I also met this champion in the past, and he used to tease me before. On my way to find Teba, I complete another shrine, Path of Hidden Winds. I use the airflow to go up with paraglider. The last fan is hidden, but after flying around I notice it and head towards the exit. As I go out of the shrine, it's already new day. I bought frost protection gear and follow my quest to the flight range, wearing full armor to protect me from cold. And here he is, Rita warrior Teba. He gave me a task to fly around and hit few targets, to see if I'm worthy. After that he can trust me, and we fly to face the beast together. Divine Beast is surrounded by barrier and few cannons to attack us. I use my paraglider to come closer and make a few shots at each target to destroy them. All 4 cannons has been destroyed and I can descend to the beast. First I retrieve the map, now it's much easier to navigate. Now I can also tilt the beast, and it helps me to reach the first terminal. I tilt the beast to the opposite angle and unlock the second terminal.
3 terminals remaining.
On day 32 I find out how to access the next terminal. I could use magnesis to place the metal ball and tilt the beast to press the button. 2 terminals left to go. Terminal number 4 I could find after taking a ride in the cabin. Just one more left to activate, and it's located in the opposite wing, so I just tilt the beast again and paraglide to it. Now it's time to activate the main control unit. As I do it I face Windblight Ganon, who is protecting this beast. He is much easier than the first 2 divine beasts. It took me just one try to defeat him. On the first phase I just hide from the attacks and shoot him back with my frost arrows. When I use all of my frost arrows I switch to the bomb arrows. And when he has only half of HP left, he switches to the next phase. On this phase he's launching drones. These drones attack me with laser beams. I just hide from the attacks and finish the boss. After the victory I get another heart and meet Rivali, the champion. He grants me new power and I immediately soar into the sky. That's all, last beast is pointing to the Hyrule Castle. I test the new ability, I can use it to jump to the skies. Boss of the village thanks me for defeating the divine beast and grants me Great Eagle Bow. Before I proceed to the Hyrule Castle, I want to complete as much shrines as possible, so I start my search. I find one hidden under the rock. Water is very cold, so I receive a lot of damage when I try to reach it. When I enter the shrine, there are no challenges, so I just get my reward. Day 33. I continue searching and find the shrine deep in the snow. Power of Reach. I have to burn the leaves to find the hidden entrance and retrieve a small key to get my orb. One more shrine is hidden in the mountain. It's surrounded by ice. To access the terminal I have to melt the ice. The shrine contains a major test of strength challenge. I could also retrieve some ancient weapons from my enemy. Day 34 starts at the Fine Shrine with the challenge red giveaway. 2 tips here: to place the metal cube and catch timing when the platform is in the right position. It took me quite a while to find another one in the corner of the map. It's major test of strength again. I finish it and that's all I could do today. I spot Stelnox not far from the shrine. Crawl behind him and use my powerful attack. I start to spin and deal huge amount of damage, thanks to the ancient weapon. He rapidly lost all the health. And I got some monster parts and great frostblade. I could detect the shrine behind metal doors, and there are also 2 snowballs up the hill. I used Cryonis rune to freeze the lake, and 2 snowballs made their work. The door was destroyed and I can enter the cave. Shrine is under the huge skeleton. It contains no challenges. I got Royal Claymore and the orb. My scanner brought me to another shrine, but I cannot enter through the small gap in the rock. The next day I find the entrance to the cave, jump and swim across the underground lake to my target. Steady thy heart. Crossing the rotating spike bridge. Cross the water to enable the button and open the gate. I wasn't ready for that. I got hit by a huge metal mine but still survived. Now I just use Magnesis and go up safely. Shrine is complete. Then I keep to search location and stumble upon the labyrinth. Trial on the cliff starts. It's behind the fence, so I need to find my way. I destroyed corrupted eye on my way, and it took me quite a while to figure out my path. Day comes to an end, I lost so much time on it. After some time of walking around, I find the ladder and climb up. And here is the shrine. Trial is complete. No more challenges here. I get barbarian pants and finish the shrine. I cook some food at the stable and continue my journey. I have found Forgotten Temple. There are plenty of ancient guardians, but I don't think I'm ready to fight them. So I just use airflows to paraglide through them. This shrine contains Flame Blade. It's quite powerful. Another shrine is hidden in the rock. I spot suspicious stones and launch the barrel with the stasis. Now I can freely enter and get my free orb. I continue to upgrade my health. Now I have 13 hearts. I get back to Korok Forest and try to pull the sword again. This time my health was enough. I did it. I get a memory of Zelda, praying right here, in front of the great tree. She asked the tree to keep the sword safe and stick it in so only I could acquire it. Now Master Sword is mine again. I nearly forgot to hand in the Divine Beast quest to Impa and get a new one for Hyrule Castle. Next day I find Tabantha Tower and reveal the map under Rita Village. There is one more fairy nearby. I give her 500 rupees so she could regain her power and upgrade my soldier armor and greaves. I complete another shrine with major test of strength on my way. And one more. Aim for the moment. Use stasis and shoot at the ball to enable trampoline. Open the gate and get out of the shrine. I meet a citizen who points at the rock. He has noticed something weird. We'll check that later. Thorin at the stables asked me to hand money to Fairy, but actually I already did that, so I just take his money. Shrine is inside the mountain, under the stone plate. I move it and enter. Wind Guide. I get Korok Leaf and can use it to activate the windmill, as well as control balloons movement. I have found a barrel tied to balloons and use it to explode the wall. Wall key acquired, and the shrine is complete. Day 39. I get a quest to find Neil and the ancient Rito song. Laisa and Berdoli tell me 2 parts of the song. I don't understand the meaning of it yet. I find sleeping Hinox on my way and kill him with a powerful attack and lightning strike. And here is Neil. He asks me to bring him salmon dish. I start to search for ingredients. Cots near the fishing pond gave me salmon. Knots at the top of the rock gave me some wheat. And butter I got from the general store. It's just enough to cook the dish. Day 40 I get back to the nest. And all of 5 younglings are singing a song. I just have to blow the wind in the right order to the rocks, in the order they sing. I activated all 5 rocks, and the hidden shrine appears. The wind in route. I activate the lamp, and fall down, I didn't expect that, and died in lava. Second time I'm more cautious, and follow the wind path, looting Flameblade on my way, and heading towards the exit. To reveal the next shrine, I stand on pedestal. When sun forms a heart on the top of it, I make a fire. And the hidden shrine appears. So that's the solution to the riddle in the song. This shrine has 2 cannons. I have to fire it in correct time. First one opens the exit. And when I shoot the second cannon, I find a chest with diamond. The rest of the day I'm trying to reach the next tower. I reveal one more region. And meet Branley. He asks me to fly as far as I can go, and takes a liability fee of 20 rupees. I could do nearly 440 meters, but it's not enough for him, so I just lost my 20 rupees. Sounds like a scam. I fly to the canyon as I spot a shrine. 2 orbs to guide you. I place the ball and find the second one. Roll it into place, and platform mechanism activates. Now all I have to do is jump up and finish the shrine. I travel to Gerudo city, want to get topaz earrings, but don't have enough stones. Let's go to the mountains, maybe we can find some. I see a shrine that cannot be tracked, because of the sandstorm. Electric path. I grab electric cube, go up and activate elevator. Now I can enable the platform and move to the exit. Now it's day 42 and I spot the tower. Tower is very high. There is no way I can climb it, so I get to the top of the mountain and paraglide to it. We continue to extend our map. Cast tells me to pierce Heaven's Light to reveal the prize. I stand on pedestal and shoot fire arrow at the top of the tower. When sun is passing by, a hidden shrine appears, with a modest test of strength inside. It's day 43 when I start to explore the new region. I see a suspicious stone wall in the mountain. Rocks are moving, and stone talus appears. I use my electric shock attack and deal huge amount of damage with 2 strikes. But no more charges left. I climb the rock and start to shoot crystal in his head. Stone talus is beaten. Now I can go further. A giant sword statue. Cannot use it unfortunately. I spot next shrine deep in the snow. Nothing special. A major test of strength again. Sometimes I see more Koroxy, but not focusing on this much. This is the suspicious rock that the guy showed us before. It has lightning signs, so I charge my shock arrow and shoot at the center of pedestal. Shrine appears, with a diamond and spirit orb inside. One more pedestal with the riddle. The sign tells me to offer a blue stone. I put a luminous stone on the pedestal and I found one more hidden shrine. 2 bombs. I place 2 bombs at the trampoline. Stand on the platform and activate the square one. Then use the second to open the door and get the orb. Shrine deep in the sandstorm, under the fossils. A delayed puzzle. Just catch the electric ball and open my way out. I rent a sandseal in Gerudo for 20 rupees and search the desert. I spot suspicious pillars and lead them with my flame blade. Pillars are protected by a giant sandworm. On my way to the next pillar I got hit by him, but Pifa's grace saved me. One more attack, but I'm still alive. Just one more pillar to go and shrine appears in the center. No challenges inside. I use all my points to upgrade stamina. Shrine Detector brings me to Gerudo Grey Skeleton. The current solution. I need to power mechanisms on my way. Place wires in line to unlock the gear. And the last step to insert the gear and open the gate. There is one more fairy near this shrine. I pay her 1000 rupees and upgrade my soldier's gear. That's all I could do today. I find the shrine but cannot access the terminal. Woman is sleeping on it. She asks me to bring Noble Pursuit. I go to the local pub, but they ran out of ice and I have to get it myself. I find the ice house and take one piece with me. It's quite hot outside, so I'm trying to stay in the shade. I could deliver it to Furosa and get my Noble Pursuit. Now I can hand it to Poki and access to shrine is cleared. A diamond is waiting for me inside. At the evening I find second labyrinth. It didn't take too long until I could find my path to the shrine. I get a second piece of barbarian armor. On day 47 I continue to search the desert and climb the icy mountain. I notice a pedestal. Increase the snowball size, rolling up from the hill few times. And there is another riddle with the sun. I use the ball to cast a shadow on the pedestal. The shrine appears. Nothing interesting inside. And I proceed to the next. Bravery's Grasp. This one is more challenging. I place 2 bombs near the switch, jump on the platform, shoot the switch to bring it up, jump on the stairs, and activate my bombs one by one to climb up. Next day I find the tower and reveal map of the region. I also catch one more horse, while we don't have Bob around can be useful, and register him in the nearest stable. There is a shrine on the hill nearby. Metal doors open the way. I have to destroy the door frame to use it for climbing up and completing the shrine. I didn't do anything else useful this day. Next day I find another fairy and give her 1000 rupees. But suddenly a horse appears. It's not a normal fairy that we met before, and he said that he can revive horses. I immediately asked to bring my Bob back, and he immediately did that. Next tower, and I reveal region to the right. Shrine detector brings me to lakeside stable. It's just behind the stone wall in the mountain. Hold the tilt. I just need to use the stasis here to freeze the platform and get my orb. I fully upgraded my stamina wheel. During the evening I head to the north and spot Hinox, using the same spinning tactics to kill him. But suddenly Blood Moon is rising. Hinox is back and he starts to attack me. I had to waste few heals to finish him again. There is one more Hinox nearby, and he is also holding a sphere. I kill him too. And find 3 pedestals, where I can put the spheres. So now I need to find the third one, and here he is. Now I got all 3 spheres, and can place them on pedestals to unlock the hidden shrine. Got a Thunderblade from it. Next shrine is nearby the village. Await a decision. I put a counterweight on the spring balance until I reach the exit of the shrine. This village has a casino. I place a bet of 10 rupees and win 20, but a good gambler always needs to know when to stop. Day 51 I spot a shrine on the hill. Another modest test of strength. I spot an island in a distance and decide to check it out. As soon as I land on the island, all my gear is taken from me. I have to find new weapons and got a woodcutter's axe. A sphere is laying on the top of the camp. One more sphere is kept by Hinox. I use my lightning strike. At least they didn't take my powers from me. But the axe is broken and I have to finish him with a remote bomb. I find first pedestal and activate it. The second pedestal is on the top of the mountain. Next day I could spot one more shrine, deep in the sea. I found the last pedestal, and the shrine is revealed. 300 rupees and the orb is mine. I paraglide to the next shrine. It has a major test of strength challenge, and I get another piece of climbing gear. Korok seat is on the small island nearby. During the evening I come to Akala Bridge ruins, and climb the citadel to reach the tower. Next day I reveal northeast part of the map, and see a shrine from the tower. Here I need to use gyroscope to make my path. I could pass the bridge but receive some damage. I rotate walls to hide from laser, and use the last gyroscope to open the gate. One more shrine can be seen from the tower. If you place 3 apples at the place near statues, you can get another Korok seed. The shrine contains minor test of strength. I see a praying spot and get an extra health. There is one more fairy nearby, but she asks 10,000 rupees. I don't have so much money. I travel south and spot a suspicious wall. Try to destroy it with a stone, but it didn't work. So I use my bomb arrow. Now I can paraglide to the mountain and loot another shrine with modest test of strength. It's evening and shrine detector leads me to another island. On day 54 I find the cave entrance. Drop and rise puzzle. I use counterweight to find the metal cube. Drop it to make it jump. Now I can go to the exit. But I want to loot the chest first. There's a diamond inside. I see a suspicious spiral on the water. And I found a sphere. The rest of the day, I try to reach the center of the spiral and defeating my enemies on the way. It's morning of day 55 and I see a pedestal. I unlock the shrine and it doesn't have any puzzles inside. I go back to the mainland and enter one more shrine nearby. Another golf game, but now I need to control it with my gyroscope. First target hit, and I already can get my spirit orb, but I see one more challenge behind it. Hit the target, and get a chest with one more frostblade. On my way up to the hill, I find the cemetery of ancient machines, and get some valuable loot, as well as Korok seed. I enter lab, and talk to Robbie. He doesn't believe me and asks me to remove my clothes, so he could see my scars. Now I have to find and bring him blue flame. When I get to the stable, storm begins, so I decide to sleep until morning. Day 56 and I find the place with blue flame. I lit my torch and hit the road. It took a while for me to reach the lab. As soon as I activate the lab, it's added to my map as a travel gate. I get 3 ancient arrows from Robbie and can access Robot to buy some valuable gear, but I don't have enough money right now. I spot a huge labyrinth north to the lab. It's located on an island. Another trial begins as soon as I reach it. I try to start with the right side of the labyrinth. Metal cube is blocking the road, but I can use magnesis. I place the cube so I could climb the wall. Maybe this is my way to the shrine, but all I could find is just some weapons. Next day I find a corridor with bunch of slimes. I kill all the slimes, but it was just a dead end. So I decide to get in from the other side. Just few turns and I see a ladder. Climb up, going up the stairs, and there is a shrine. I get a barbarian helm. Now I have a full set. I see a way down and jump. Now I find myself in a guardian cemetery. I start to loot them, but one of them is not dead yet. I use my ancient arrow to finish him right in the eye. I find the chest with diamond circlet in the middle of the room. As soon as I get it, more guardians wake up, and they all start to aim at me. I try to escape, but they kill me, and I get revived by Mipha's grace. Finally I could hide from them. Let's get out of here now. I get more heart upgrades. And find a spring of power to the west of the stables. There is one more memory that I can recall. Memory of Zelda praying right here in total despair. She was trying to get the holy power to defeat the Ganon. Next shrine that I've spotted before on the hill contains no challenges. One Phoenix becomes my victim again. Now it's quite easy for me to farm them. Shrine detector brings me to rock people again. He's refusing to let me in. Now I have to prove that I'm worthy to enter and complete the trial. Trial is to climb the rock within the limited time, gathering rupees on my way. But today is coming to the end. On day 58 I start the challenge. Green rupees are not so important to pick. They give only 1 coin. Red rupees give plus 20 and blue rupees 5. I finished the quest without any issues, with 54 seconds still left. Now I can access the shrine, but no challenges inside. I continue to search around Volcano and find another shrine. Blue flame. I have to lit all the pillars with blue flame. I open the first gate. Next pillar activates the lift, and shooting it brings stairs section up. Then I step on the button and the mine is rolling at me, so I quickly switch to magnesis and stop it. I use this mine to kill guardians and get a giant ancient core from the chest. Unlocking next 2 gates is easy. I just have to use a stasis on the second one to switch off water. I shoot at the moving platforms. This could be a bit complicated because water extinguishes the fire and the wind flow appears, so I can cross the lava. I continue to pass the blue flame through using the rails and spin around to activate the last exit to complete my shrine. During evening I try to reach the suspicious forest that I've seen on the map. As soon as I enter, darkness consumes me. Next day I could find the pedestal and the Phoenix sleeping nearby. I fight the Phoenix and recover the orb. Now I can activate the pedestal and unlock the shrine. No challenges in the shrine. I find Gongoron and he's trying to dig for a secret. I also cannot find any way through that wall. When I go to the Goron city, I find his brother and we decide to help him together. Gongoron is exhausted and cannot dig anymore. I have to bring him the rock rolls to recover the strength. We cook it together, and when he finishes his meal, he's full of power to complete his job. The hidden secret was the shrine. Greedy hill. I have to avoid obstacles to reach the top, but I got hit and nearly died. Just a little health left, and I could reach the exit. Next shrine is nearby. It's located on the island in the lava lake. A balanced approach. I recover a small key to get a bunch of metal cubes. First I loot the chest with the Royal Claymore. It has 65 attack, and make my way up to finish the shrine. Day 60, and I find another shrine near Eldin Tower. Power of fire. I blow the wall to go through, and use a bomb arrow to activate the button. Nothing else interesting here. I talk to Mayro at the stables, and he gives me another shrine quest. I could find it in the mountains, to the west of the stables. I could burn the leaves to drop the chest and recover the small key. Chest with ruby is behind the door, and no more valuable items. I explore Fish People City again. I talk to Trello, and he tells me that he lost ceremonial trident. I could find it just underneath the bridge and used magnesis to pull it up. Pedestal is near the waterfall. I swim up and use a trident to hit pedestal. A hidden shrine appears, without any challenges or interesting loot. At the evening I meet with Kaz, and he tells me to mount the beast to unlock the shrine. I could catch the deer and bring him to pedestal. Shrine appears. Ancient trifecta. I couldn't find any valuable loot, and getting an orb is not a challenge here. Day 61 and I meet Kaz again, but in another destination. Now I have to break the rocks to free the wind. I use remote bomb to blow the first barrier. There are two more, and it took quite a while for me to find them. When all wind is finally free, I can paraglide to the pedestal and reveal the shrine to get my orb. Then I travel to Hateno village and talk to a farmer who points me at the mountain and asks me to check it out. The rest of the day I spent to climb the mountain. I have found the Spring of Wisdom, but it's guarded by the dragon. This dragon is cursed by a malice, so I have to save him before we can continue. I shoot the first eye, and the dragon flies away. So I have to climb the mountain and paraglide to the dragon in order to destroy all the eyes. Now, as the dragon is clean from the malice, he drops me a piece of his scale. I throw it into water, and the shrine appears. Shrine detector leads me to another place. It's located on the southeast of the mountain. I just blow up the wall and get my climbing boots. Now I have two pieces of set, and I found out that one is missing and is located in the shrine that I cleared before, with the challenge called Timing is Critical. So I get back to the shrine and take my piece of set. Looks like I missed something more here. I spot another shrine. It's on the top of the mountain. Puzzle is called Twin Memories, and it says that it keeps the key to the puzzle in another shrine. So I remember the placement and go to search for the next shrine, and go out to search for it. It is located on the opposite peak, and it's already day 63. I get in the shrine and also remember the placement. Now I place all the spheres in the order that I've seen in the first shrine, and the gate is opened. Now I repeat the process with the other shrine to complete it too. I meet the guardian and decide to give him a fight. He starts to run away from me and attack him with laser. I'm trying to chase him, but he kills me. Mipha's grace allows me to continue the fight. Finally, I could catch him up and start to remove his legs. I go around and destroy them one by one, until he is completely immobilized and I could finish my work. He dropped a lot of ancient parts. Another shrine is behind the wall in the mountain, and I use my bomb arrow to clean the path. Another puzzle with gyroscopes. I rotate the bridge and rotate the stairs. Next one looks very tricky. First I have to clean the chest to recover a key. Then I rotate to another side and pass the bridge to open the door and get my orb. I find a hidden room with some precious stones locked in the chests. In the evening I go to the south part of the map and find a shrine behind the waterfall. Impeccable timing. I use two trampolines to fire the spheres to my targets and get a chest with a key to open my door to the exit. Day 64 and I meet a dragon when I exit the shrine. I was not prepared for that. I climb a suspicious rock. Lightning hits me and a hidden shrine is revealed. Pants with shock resistance are inside the chest of the shrine. I didn't do anything else interesting that day. Day 65 and I go to Tabantha Great Bridge. When I look to the north, I spot a dragon. I paraglide towards him and start to attack. He dropped a scale And now we know that his name is Dinral. I decide to go back to the Spring of Power and use the scale. It worked. A hidden shrine is revealed, same as the first one, after we saved the first dragon. This shrine contains a major test of strength challenge. I run into another pedestal on South Beach. She agrees to give me the sphere if I show her ancient guardians, and I give her the photos of 3 ancient guardians that I made before. Sphere is mine, and I can access the shrine with modest test of strength. At the end of the day, I go to the place where I met Electric Dragon before, and he jumps out of the lake. I shoot my arrow, and he also drops a scale. Then I go to the Spring of Courage, and drop the scale right into it to open the shrine. I talk to Rotana in Gerudo, and she points me to another shrine quest. Now I have a lot of orbs collected, so I exchange it for the hearts. One more pedestal and sphere are nearby the city, just to the south. I am not allowed to pick the sphere. I have to prove that I'm the best racer first, so I take part in the race and go through checkpoints. As I finish, I set the new record. And now I can use the sphere to unlock the shrine. Then I follow the shrine quest. I have to place symbols in correct order, and statues are keeping the hint. First one has a symbol at the chest. The circle symbol is at the sword's handle of the next statue. Then I find the hint on the head. Sword statue again keeping the hint. One more at the chest, and the left foot of the last statue. Now I just place all the symbols, and hidden shrine is unlocked. During the evening I go to the north of Gerudo Tower, and shrine detector leads me to block of ice. I start to melt it, it takes quite a while, and shrine is revealed. Melting hazard. I am carrying the block of ice, need to be careful not to melt it, using stasis to pass it under the flame. I use stasis and metal cube to cover it from fire, and head straight to the exit. Next challenge is given by 3 rock brothers. I have to prove that I can stand fire better than them. On the second challenge I am not allowed to use flame resistant gear, but I still can use the potion. When I stand long enough, the shrine is revealed. Another gyroscope puzzle. I power up all sections of the cube to open the gate. In the second room I have to enable all windmills. And for the last one, I am lazy to use the gyroscope, so I just use my fire arrows to light the pillars. It also works out to open the gate. Next shrine at the suspension bridge. It also contains ancient core. I go to the north and see another shrine. Passing of the gates, I recover a sphere and put it in the basket to get to another side. Trampoline is active. I see a chest with a small key inside and jump up to complete the shrine. I see a tower nearby Hyrule Castle and the shrine on my way with the Trial of Power. I use magnesis to open the door past the fallen mines and use my bomb arrow to roll the stone to the next door. Another hammer with gyroscope to hit the stone and open the door. One more gate and I have to use button at the correct time and my stasis rune. I hit the last gate with ram, find one more diamond and jump straight to the exit. Now it's time for me to climb the central tower and get the last piece of the map. Now I have all the regions opened. Then I farm ancient guardians around as day slowly comes to an end. One more shrine contains minor test of strength. I completely forgot about locked memory quest, so I get back to Impa and also get champion's tunic. I find the memory in the forest. Zelda is crying for the fallen champions, whose souls are trapped within divine beasts. Next memory is in the sacred ruins, near the Hyrule Castle. We stand here with all the champions and Zelda, and she thanks me for my bravery. Other champions don't share her opinion about me. Next memory is near the Lake Colomo. We are walking together with Zelda, while she is trying to find out how to seal the Ganon.
Use it to our advantage. If we want to turn back Calamity Ganon, they're our best hope.
Next day I find a weird field full of statues. Eyes of one of the statues is shining purple. I shoot at the statue, and the shrine appears. It's Trial of Passage. I freeze clock mechanism to climb the gear, and again to pass the stairs, and get my orb in the end. Another shrine hidden behind the waterfall. 3 boxes. I loot 3 metal chests, and place them on a button. Unlock the metal cube, which I can use to climb up, straight to the exit. Next memory is located at Lanayu Road, near the East Gate. I stand with 4 champions and Zelda when Calamity Ganon appears. Everyone seems to be terrified. Zelda refuses to hide from the evil, and she wants to help us to fight it.
There must be something I can...
One more memory close to volcano. We are at the battlefield, surrounded by a bunch of corpses of our enemies, preparing for more fights to come. Next memory at the flower meadow. She wants to kill a frog to get some buffs.
Look at
Yeah,
this.
that's a bit cruel,
Research from the castle
but
shows
fine.
Ingesting one of these can actually augment certain abilities.
One more memory near the shrine that I cleared before.
I thought I made it
Zelda
clear
didn't
that
like
I'm
that
not
her
needed in
father
this court.
ordered me to protect
I,
her.
the person in question, am fine, regardless of the king's orders.
In the evening I meet with Kaz standing on a huge mushroom, and he shows me a pedestal, which I have to activate during the blood moon. Day 71 and I meet Kaz near the stone rings. I need to shoot through 2 rings using 1 arrow. Found the right place to do that, and reveal the shrine. Moving in parallel, I am using buttons to control the platforms and place the spheres. One more shrine in the mountains, on the opposite side of the edge. Sing swing. I use magnesius to swing metal platform, then carefully pass the mines. Now I can make stairs, loot the chest for 300 rupees, and head to the exit. I go to the park ruins and spot a familiar statue. I come closer and reveal one more memory. Zelda is looking at the mountain and mentioning that Spring of Wisdom should be hidden somewhere close. She is saying that tomorrow she has birthday and will head to the mountain. Another memory I find near Karakara Bazaar. I saved Zelda from Iga clan. Rest of the day I wander around and find another shrine hidden behind the metal doors. I push a snowball from the hill and break the door. Tandem puzzle. I shoot the ropes to drop the stones and activate buttons. Loot a chest with diamond on my way. And get the orb. Next day I find a shrine inside the gorge. Build and release. Stop the gear to activate the button. Unlock the chest with Great Thunderblade. And finally drop the stone plate to open the exit. I paraglide to Thunder Plateau. I need to collect all the color spheres and place them at the correct position to get access to another hidden shrine. Buried secrets. I clear my path with remote bomb and loot rubber armor. Then I place metal cube on the button and shrine is done. Next day I come closer to Hyrule Castle and find the shrine inside the rock. One more minor test of strength. Now I want to enter the castle. As soon as I cross the river, Ganon stops circling around and hides inside. I start to clear the guardians and find some valuable items in the chests. I enter dining hall, and the day comes to an end when I reach the library. Next day I continue searching the castle and find some valuable dragon parts. I enter lockup using my Cryonis rune to lift the gate. 72 attack on Royal Guard's Claymore. I kill Stelnox and loot a healing shield in the chest behind him. Nothing else useful was done today. Day 75 and I still find some dragon parts. I climb the tower and get in Princess Zelda's study. Here's one more memory. King complains Zelda for not focusing on her training.
You know how the gossip mongers refer to you.
I paraglide to the docks, lit a pillar with fire, and get access to another shrine with a major test of strength. I leave the castle for now and hunt ancient guardians around. One more shrine is located to the east, with a modest test of strength. Day 76 and I travel to Kakariko village. Pikango gives me a quest to show him a fairy, and Lady Impa updates my lost memory quest. Now I have to recover my last memory. I think I know this place. I keep upgrading my health. I took a photo of Great Fairy Fountain and show it to Pikango to complete the quest. I found the last memory in the ancient god cemetery. I got shot by a guardian, while Zelda charged her power to destroy everyone around. She commanded her servants to bring me to the Shrine of Resurrection, so now I have full picture of what happened. I go back to the village, and Kado asks me to help him find his chicken. So I search around the village and bring them back to the owner, until all 10 are back in the place. I get another quest in Leslie house to show her fireflies, but before doing that I travel back to pedestal, which has to be activated during blood moon. I remove all my clothes and stand on pedestal to reveal the shrine with a challenge of modest test of strength. Day 77 and I find the shrine on the island to the east. Shatter the heavens. I destroy the roof to make a way up. Jump and get a chest with useless blade. Then head straight to the exit. I locate two more pedestals on the beach to the southeast. Now I need to search for the lost fragments of the monument. When I find them, I need to take a photo. I recover two lost fragments and show pictures to Garini. After that, we kneel on the pedestals and shrine is revealed. Quick thinking. I activate the button and use stasis. As soon as I get to the room, the door is locked. I could get the key, but there is no way out, so I had to load my safe, and I still have the key. I use the barrel to press the next button and get a royal claymore. Now I can finish the shrine. Day 78 and I sell some monster parts. Now I have enough money and materials to get an ancient set. I also travel back to fairies and try to get all upgrades I can. I have enough to upgrade helmet and chest to level 3 and pants only level 2. I continue to farm ancient guardians to get enough ancient cores. At the evening I go back to the village and collect fireflies. Now I can set them free at Leslie house to make her happy and complete the quest. I go to Lady Impa, and Pai is saying that heirloom is stolen. So they ask me to wait until evening and search for a thief. I follow the guardian as he leaves his post, and he brings me straight to the pedestal. A member of clan Yiga appears. I give him a fight, and as soon as I win, we recover the lost sphere. I open the shrine, and this is the last shrine to complete, 120. As soon as I do it, I'm given a quest, a gift from the monks. I travel to the destination in the quest and get the set of the wild. However, to upgrade it I need a lot of dragon parts. I already know the timing for Dinral and Feyrosh, so I try to hunt them to get some extra parts. I get a horn of Dinral and try to farm for ancient cores during the day. At the night I go to get another dragon and loot his scale. I get to the bridge again and shoot Dinral's horn. After farming enough ancient cores, I go back to the ferry and upgrade my greaves. Next day I repeat the same steps and get a Fang of Feyrosh, as well as Dinral's scale. I also spend a lot of time in the castle and find a secret room in the library with a chest containing 300 rupees and Royal Guard's shield. I keep killing ancient guardians on my way, and next day I could find one more chest with dragon parts, as well as some ancient arrows. I meet Ramela in Goron City. She is buying precious stones in a bulk of 10 pieces, so I trade her some items to have enough for the last ferry. I hand her 10,000 rupees, and she regains her power. Now I can see that I'm missing star fragment for the last upgrade of my set. I teleport to Shivanir shrine and start to look for falling stars. I think I see one. I place a mark on the map and try to follow it. I try to use the waterfall, but I cannot climb the rock. It's a pity that I don't have any Rivali's grace now. As soon as I could come closer, it's already 5 AM and the star fragment vanishes. I make a first upgrade for my Breath of the Wild set piece, using the dragon scale and acorn. Here is my first star fragment. This time it landed very close to me, and I don't face any difficulty to obtain it. I need 2 more for the full set upgrade. I wait for Farish again, and get another horn shard. I look for Dinral, but this time he doesn't come. Maybe I was too late. I spot a suspicious blue light and I follow it. A bunch of magic deers are gathered around the big one. I try to come closer, but he starts to attack me. And after a few hits he disappears. Day 86 and I spent whole night looking for a star fragment, but couldn't spot it. It's too late for my Farish timing, so I only farm Dinral to get his claw. I wait for the next star fragment as I spot a double rainbow. Not sure what it means, but looks beautiful. And here it is. It falls nearly at the same place as the first one. And I don't have any trouble looting it. I still have time to get Farish's scale and the Dinral claw. At the start of day 87, I come to Hateno village and spot workers demolishing the house. They ask me to talk to the boss if I want to buy it out. His name is Bolson and he's charging me 50,000 rupees for the house. But after some negotiation he lowers the price to 3,000 and some pieces of wood. I farm for wood at the nearby forest and get back to him to pay the price. Now I'm a house owner, but there is nothing inside except the weapon stand. So I pay them extra to install the bed, my sign and more weapon stands, as well as the door. Day 88 and I spot third star fragment. We come together with Bob to get it. Now I can go back to the ferry and upgrade all pieces of my ancient set to the last level. That is quite strong, extra 10 armor for each piece. I find another spot to farm Farosh and get his horn shard. I talk to Sima at Lakeside Stable, and she complains that Lakeside Stable is getting hit by lightning strike too often. In the evening when storm begins, I try to investigate the reason and climb the top of the stable. There is an axe stuck inside. This is the reason. I remove it and report to Sima. She gives me a rubber helm, last piece of the set. During the night of day 89 I try to wait for another star fragment, but don't succeed. In the morning I get General Fang, as well as Farosh Claw, and start to upgrade my Set of the Wild. To continue the upgrades I need more acorns and beehives. I get a bunch of hives near the Hinex. As I start to collect them, he wakes up, but he's too slow so I can just avoid him and get all my loot. Evening and blood moon is in the sky, as I spot the next star fragment. It's very close so I don't have any issues in getting it. Next day I get another claw from the Farosh, and start to find Nidra instead of Dindral. Let's get a scale first. I search the forest near my house to get more acorns. During the night I spot another falling star fragment. It has fallen nearly at the same place. It's day 91 and I can get another dragon part. Now I have enough to upgrade 2 pieces of Set of the Wild to level 2. I get another Nidra's Claw. I spot a Lionel nearby and decide to give it a fight. When I use my lightning strike he is stunned, so I can climb him like a horse, but cannot tame him, so I just try to hit him from behind. After a few more rounds I could deal enough damage to kill him and get lots of valuable loot. Couldn't find any star fragment this night. Day 92 and nothing new. I continue to farm dragon parts and kill more Lionels. This time I could get Crusher with 78 attack. Next day I spot star fragment at the same time when I go to farm dragon. When I get my dragon part it's already quite late. I try to get to the fragment, but it's already 5 AM and it disappears. I cook a lot of meals at the stable and buy Ancient Blade Sword together with Ancient Bow. Day 94 and I slain another Lionel. Mostly I spend it to find beetles for Set of the Wild upgrade, but could only find one. Day 95 and I get my dragon parts. I sell gems to Ramella to get more money and get full stealth set. I upgrade my barbarian helm to level 3 and my whole stealth set to level 2. I kill Lionel in Baobab Forest and get one more Savage Crusher. I find a beautiful horse nearby and I tame it. Now I need to register him at the stables. I spot another Lionel on my way and give him a fight. My new horse is very strong. I will name him Storm. I find another energetic rhino beetle and make a photo. There are more beehives and I have enough to upgrade Tunic of the Wild to level 2. I also upgrade barbarian armor. I am trying to find the best place to farm rhino beetles and fight another Lionel on my way. I spend whole night farming beetles. I decide not to search for any star fragments or get any dragon parts. I need 15 beetles in total. And in the morning of day 97 I find the last one. I kill another Lionel and he drops star fragment. Now I can upgrade my whole Set of the Wild to level 4. I also upgrade my barbarian legs and chest. I equip the Set of the Wild and get a set bonus of Master's Sword Beam Up. I search for more Lionels to upgrade my barbarian armor and find one in Elysium. I teleport to Zunakai Shrine and jump towards the small island in the bottom. I meet Kilton, monster parts merchant. He told me that he is planning to visit villages of Hyrule and suddenly disappeared. I teleport to Kakariko village and find Kilton on the hill nearby. He has his own currency and I can get it only for monster parts, so I sell him bunch of materials and get 4000 mon. Now I can get full dark set from him. This set allows me to move faster during night. Day 98 and I find another spot for farming Dinral. I aim for horn but miss and get a scale. Then I go back to Nidra again. This time I could hit the horn. I continue killing Lionels, but this time I use shock arrows and it's much more effective. Luckily now I have a lot of arrows. I have enough parts to upgrade barbarian leg wraps to level 4. I get to the Dinral farming point, but instead of the dragon, I spot a blood moon and a falling star. Day 99 and I get the star fragment. And go around to farm Lionels, who spawned after blood moon. I do it till the end of the day. Finally we reach the last day. I hit Dinral and get the horn. Now the last piece of my barbarian set is upgraded to level 4. I go to Hyrule Castle to face the final boss of the game. As I enter Sanctum, The cinematic starts. I hear the voice of Zelda, and she's telling me that her power is not strong enough. She cannot hold Ganon, and I have to face him alone by myself. Calamity Ganon appears, and he looks huge. But fallen champions, they start to release the power of divine beasts. Revali is controlling the bird and launching the first beam. Then comes Mipha with her elephant beast. Then we see Daruk doing the same. And finally Urbosa controlling the fourth divine beast. All beams join together and release a powerful attack upon Ganon. He starts to rapidly lose his health until only half of it left. The fight begins and I shoot Calamity Ganon with my ancient arrows. He switches to the next phase and covers himself with a protection field. Now I cannot deal him any damage. As he goes down, I try to use my lightning strike. It works, he's stunned and I can deal some damage. I repeat this one more time, and he is defeated. This is a victory. Calamity Ganon vanishes away. I am teleported out of the castle. And Zelda warns me that Ganon joins in his pure, enraged form, and we cannot let him escape, or he will destroy all the world. So now I have to fight Ganon in another form. Zelda drops me Bow of Light. I get it and charge to the Ganon. I have to hit the seals. And when I deal enough damage, the core of the Ganon is revealed, and this is my chance to finish it once and for all. I try to shoot it from the ground but cannot hit the target. So I jump up and see the eye. I immediately shoot it. And Zelda appears right from the Ganon. She lands on the ground and starts to release her power. A huge ball of light. It surrounds the Ganon and consumes him. Both Zelda and the kingdom are finally safe now.
The hero of Hyrule.
Thank you all for watching. This game is truly a masterpiece. I really enjoyed it a lot and I hope you did too. Have fun and see you next time.